Are you more Team McDonald's or Team Burger King, or maybe you're not part of either team? But following the video on the crisis that McDonald's is currently going through, many of you have talked to us about Burger King and told us that you prefer the latter to the former. But despite all the efforts since the beginning of their rivalry and all the controversies of McDonald's, why is Burger King still so dominated by its competitor worldwide? In this video, we dissect this epic burger battle. Is McDonald's branding really infallible? Has Burger King made the right choices with its provocative image to attract customers? We will also analyze the standardized war machine method of McDonald's against Burger King, which relies on customization. And regarding current trends, delivery, veganism, and social networks, who adapts the best? You should know that McDonald's has a huge strategic advantage over its competitors, and we will develop it in the video. Will Burger King or a healthier rival ever dethrone McDonald's? The investigation begins. To grasp McDonald's current dominance, we must explore the origins and foundations of these burger empires. Imagine post-war America. In 1940, brothers Richard and Maurice McDonald opened an innovative restaurant in San Bernardino, California. Their idea is ultra-fast service, a menu simplified to the extreme. Burgers, fries, and milkshakes served with assembly line efficiency, inspired by Henry Ford's work. This concept will catch the eye of Ray Kroc, an ambitious milkshake machine salesman. In 1955, Kroc, sensing the enormous potential, will partner with the McDonald's brothers, then buy the company in 1961, not hesitating to betray the founding brothers. That story will be for another video. His vision is clear: standardize the model to the extreme and expand on an industrial scale. The idea is to create an identical, reassuring, and predictable experience wherever you are. If you're a movie buff, I still recommend the excellent The Founder, which retraces all his adventures. Meanwhile, in 1954 in Miami, Burger King was born from an initiative by James McLemore and David Edgerton. Their approach, however, is different, right from the start. They emphasize flame grilling for their steaks and a certain idea of customization, even though at the beginning it remains limited. Burger King aims to expand cautiously, using a less standardized franchise model. In this context, McDonald's dared to cross the Atlantic in 1972, opening its first French restaurant in Créteil. The reception is a triumph. The French discover with curiosity and enthusiasm this new fast food mode. Even if some are skeptical, given French culinary habits, the Golden Arches instantly become a symbol of modernity and the American dream. But the history of McDonald's in Europe is not a long, peaceful river. In 1979, the opening in Strasbourg goes well, with an adaptation to local taste. However, in 1985, the arrival in Rome, it will cause a real controversy. McDonald's is accused of harming Italian culinary traditions. McDonald's European origins reveal that even for a giant, establishment demands finesse and is not automatic. Burger King, on the other hand, will attempt its first foray into France in 1980 by opening its first restaurant on the prestigious Champs-Élysées Avenue in Paris. However, this attempt will end in a resounding failure. Reasons cited include poor location choices for some restaurants, misunderstanding the French market, and a potentially weaker brand at the time. Burger King will enter France simultaneously with other major players like Quick, intensifying competition from the beginning. After 17 years of attempts to establish itself despite intense competition, Burger King vanished from France in 1997, returning in 2012 after a 15-year absence. Its return, marked by the opening of a restaurant in Marseille, is much more promising, and signals a renewed approach and resolve to finally succeed in the French market. I recall the inaugural Paris store. The line at Saint-Lazare station was endless upon his return, but it wouldn't suffice. McDonald's success largely depends on its often underestimated real estate strategy. From the beginning, Ray Kroc knew the significance of owning the restaurant buildings. McDonald's has become a real estate giant with billions in land assets. This strategy, Burger King takes a contrasting approach that provides them with significant financial stability and greater control over their locations. It often lets franchisees manage the real estate, which can limit their ability to invest long-term and their geographical stability. From Simon, thus, despite Burger King's substantial return in 2012, despite 1,500 established McDonald's in France, shows interest, but they must still prove their ability to compete sustainably. Branding is the invisible battle that takes place in the consumer's mind when choosing between a Big Mac and a Whopper. It's much more than a logo or a slogan. It's the identity, the image, the emotion that each brand seeks to create and project. In the burger war, branding is a powerful tool that can keep or drive away millions of customers. McDonald's, over the decades, has built an image of phenomenal power. The Golden Arches, recognizable among thousands, have become a global symbol of fast food. The slogan, "I'm loving it," launched in 2003, is a simple, positive, and catchy global hit. McDonald's has nurtured a comforting, family-friendly image as an affordable place to dine with loved ones. In France, they smartly played the localization card, with the Mac cafes, which brought a more European and friendly touch, and products like the Mac baguette, a nod to the French tradition. However, even the colossal McDonald's is vulnerable to branding blunders. A 2018 United Kingdom ad featuring a child discussing his deceased father's attachment to the filet-o-fish sparked outrage. Deemed macabre and opportunistic, it was withdrawn. The 2013 French slogan, "Come as you are," was seen as out of touch with reality. There was also a resounding flop, that of the luxury arch in the 90s. This burger was supposed to target an adult and sophisticated clientele and was a commercial failure. A sharp reminder that even McDonald's can misjudge customer expectations, but their resilience lies in their ability to rebound and adjust. To address environmental concerns, they launched carbon-neutral restaurants in Sweden, sending a powerful message to eco-conscious consumers. In the United Kingdom, they increased their vegetarian options to meet the expected rise in demand for meat-free alternatives. This demonstrates their ability to evolve with the times and correct course after missteps, despite their occasional monolithic image. Burger King, on the other hand, has always cultivated a more provocative, more adult, even irreverent branding. Since 2012, their French ad campaign has used biting humor and transgression. With a slogan like "The King is back, the clowns are freaking out." The reference mentioned is about Ronald McDonald, the well-known mascot of the McDonald's fast food chain. However, Burger King's provocative strategy has limits. Some campaigns were considered clumsy and even counterproductive. There was notably the Whopper Sacrifice campaign in 2009, which encouraged people to delete their Facebook friends in order to get a free burger. Although it generated considerable bad buzz, the campaign was stopped by Facebook, which considered that the application violated the platform's terms of use. The 2017 Vote a Burger King campaign in Belgium attempted to capitalize on political news in a contrived manner. Even Burger King's short-lived 2015 Mac Whopper peace proposal to McDonald's didn't significantly boost its public image. While McDo maintains consistency despite missteps, Burger King often seems like the perpetual runner-up, needing to target the leader to stay relevant. Their provocative and disruptive branding may appeal to some, but risks alienating a broader, more family-oriented clientele. In the branding battle, McDonald's, even though it's far from perfect, remains the winner thanks to a strong, reassuring, and adaptable identity, which aims to reach as wide as possible. Where Burger King may alienate some customers by being more radical, but the company has some advantages that McDonald's does not have. In fast food, the battle is not only about taste, branding, but also, and above all, about the efficiency of operations. McDonald's is a real operational war machine that is designed to serve millions of customers every day with impressive speed and regularity. Having worked at McDonald's as a student, I experienced their highly optimized processes, which have since improved further. Imagine a Big Mac assembled in 30 seconds and up to 1.5 million customers served daily, just in France. The secret to this efficiency is standardization at all levels. From recipes to preparation processes, through kitchen layout and staff training, everything is designed to optimize speed and minimize errors. This standardization allows McDonald's to maintain low costs, guarantee consistent quality, at least in theory, and serve a colossal volume of customers. However, the fixation on standardization has drawbacks. In 2014, the scandal of tainted meat in Germany made news. McDonald's reveals the potential risks of an overly complex supply chain. Over-control. Quality can sometimes be improved. Also, too much standardization may frustrate some customers. The McDonald's menu offers limited customization options which may not satisfy those seeking more choices or specific adaptations. Burger King, on the other hand, has chosen a completely different operational path by promoting the slogan, "Have it your way, do it your way." The idea is to attract customers by offering more burger customization and flexibility. This argument appeals to the French market. Burger King's ability to let customers choose and customize their burger ingredients is a clear advantage. The issue with this customization is that it has an operational cost and will inevitably slow down the preparation process. Staff must be trained to manage more combinations, resulting in complex kitchen organization and longer service times. While customization benefits customers, it can become a logistical challenge for Burger King. Studies show that the drive-in wait time is often longer at Burger King than at McDonald's, which is a pain point for rushed customers. If you've worked at Burger King or McDonald's, share your experience in the comments. It will greatly enhance this video. McDonald's prioritizes speed and efficiency on a large scale, even at the cost of some customization. Burger King opted for customization over speed, while its rival chose the opposite approach. Both models have their drawbacks. But in a sector where speed is a key success factor, McDonald's has an operational advantage, where Burger King has an advantage. People who like to have choices make different decisions, even when facing challenges. The worldwide growth of the two titans is shaped by intricate geopolitical and cultural elements. McDonald's, with its widespread presence, is frequently seen as an emblem of American culture, evoking mixed responses. For example, calls for boycotts have occurred in some regions due to perceived pro-Israeli political positions. Likewise, United States-China tensions have occasionally impacted McDonald's operations in China. I was actually talking about this in the video where I analyzed how American brands are being replaced by local brands in China. McDonald's 2022 exit from Russia after the Ukraine war demonstrates how geopolitical conflicts affect multinational companies. Burger King, with a more modest global footprint and less subject to these controversies, still has to face some. Both brands will implement a strategy based on local markets, partnering with franchisees while considering regulations and consumer preferences. McDo, for example, has successfully expanded in Europe by localizing its offer with, for example, the McBaguettes, Italian paninis, etc. Despite missteps like the McAfrica, launched in 2002 in Norway, which was inspired by flavors associated with Africa. The product's name and promotion were seen as insensitive to the Southern African famine happening at the time, leading to a scandal. This mistake highlighted the risks of clumsy cultural adaptation. Despite this, McDonald's dominates Europe with 8,000 restaurants and a 44% market share in 2024. In contrast, Burger King's global expansion strategy in Europe has been more cautious and less effective. Their initial failure in Poland, their ongoing difficulties in France, and even a clumsy advertisement in Lisbon, which compared Portuguese protesters to sheep waiting for their hooper, still shows a sometimes imperfect understanding of European cultural nuances. While Burger King has expanded in Europe, its 2024 market share remains much lower than McDonald's at around 12%. Burger King's global expansion sometimes shows audacity, as exemplified by its establishment in Côte d'Ivoire, particularly in Bijan. Burger King's decision to open in this sub-Saharan African country, its first outside South Africa, demonstrates its readiness to capitalize on high-potential emerging markets. This strategy will be found in other regions, especially developing countries or less saturated markets, where Burger King readily establishes itself. This approach, while sometimes risky, will let Burger King stand out from its competitors. There are also new trends that the two giants are facing. Home delivery has become crucial, with both brands heavily investing in partnerships with platforms such as Uber Eats, Deliveroo, and Just Eat. The delivery race will be a game changer with the rise of dark kitchens and increased competition. The other underlying trend is the rise of vegetarianism and veganism. McDonald's and Burger King have both developed vegetarian, even vegan options to meet this growing demand. The challenge is to offer credible and tasty alternatives without alienating their traditional clientele. Finally, we have the immense impact of social networks. Viral campaigns, challenges, and influencer collaborations are now crucial marketing tools to engage younger generations. McDonald's and Burger King will compete creatively on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube to generate buzz and engage their community. More recently, environmental concerns have become a major issue for consumers. McDonald's will test glass restaurants with sustainable packaging and efforts to reduce their carbon footprint. In the race to adapt, both giants continue to fumble, experiment, make mistakes, and correct course, as nobody is perfect. I would still give the communication point to Burger King, as they often manage to grab attention. What do you think? McDonald's and Burger King are the main players in the global burger market, but have some competition. Rival brands with unique strategies and offerings are striving to secure their position and chip away at their market share. KFC, known for its popular fried chicken in the United Kingdom, is a notable historical challenger. Although it doesn't directly compete with McDo or Burger King on burgers, it's still a good alternative with a strong reputation. In France, Quick, a Belgian brand, has long resisted, particularly in the north. Despite being part of Burger King, it still has a distinct regional identity. However, it's unlikely to surpass McDonald's. Subway stands out among the healthier alternatives to burger giants, with its customizable sandwiches focused on freshness and light ingredients. Even if the brand is losing momentum due to various recently discussed scandals, the fast casual sector also offers more balanced choices. Brands like Big Fernand, Five Guys, and Shake Shack are focusing on using fresh, local ingredients prepared to order. We can also mention chains like Pokowa, specialized in pokeballs or ready-to-eat meals, with balanced, quick meals that appeal to those seeking a healthy fast food alternative. Finally, the new virtual brands or dark kitchens often offer innovative concepts, with balanced vegan or vegetarian menus, which will thus meet a growing demand to eat better while remaining practical. These players may disrupt the burger industry's traditional dominance by prioritizing quality, well-being, and environmental transparency. So, in your opinion, who will really compete with McDonald's? Can Burger King really take its crown, or is it an unexpected challenger who will create the surprise? Like Pizza Hut, which, after decades dominated the pizza market, finally gave up its place due to numerous strategic errors, as seen in the video that is displayed.